It's senior night. It could be a very special night for the Jaguars as they go for a Metro West Conference title tonight. Right now, though, it is senior night, so let's send it down to house level.
Senior Aiden Atkins. Maybe hold your applause. How about hold your applause till I finish reading about each player? Aiden's favorite youth basketball memory is winning state in 5th grade. Aiden's pregame ritual includes watching player highlights. When not playing basketball, he likes to work out with friends. What you might not know about Aiden is that he makes the best fried chicken. 3 words to describe Aiden: fun, friendly, and happy. His favorite basketball player is Kobe White. Aiden's post-high school plans include attending either Iowa State or the University of Minnesota to study business. Aiden's #1 fans include his parents, siblings, and grandparents. Now you may clap. We next recognize senior Hayden Holland. Hayden's favorite youth basketball memory is playing in the Wisconsin Dells tournament. His favorite player is Mellow Ball. When not playing basketball, Hayden likes to hang with friends and go to sporting events. What you might not know about Hayden is that he is truly the greatest ping pong player of all time, and being the greatest ping pong player may be in his post-high school plans. 3 words to describe Hayden: resilient, happy, and competitive. Hayden's #1 fans include parents, siblings, and grandparents. And now Samir Jones. Samir's favorite youth basketball memory is playing basketball in middle school and meeting all the guys. 3 words to describe Samir: funny, nice, and wild. Samir's pregame ritual is to have some kind of candy. His favorite player is Stephen Curry. What you may not know about Samir is that his biggest pet peeve is people's snoring. When not playing basketball, Samir enjoys school, hanging with friends, and playing video games. His post-graduation plans include attending Dunwoody College, pursuing either industrial engineering or computer engineering. Samir's #1 fans here tonight include his parents, siblings, and grandmother. We now recognize senior Kashawn Cash Cobald. Cash's favorite youth basketball memory is shooting the game winner against Chaska his freshman year. When not playing basketball, Cash likes to play frisbee golf. 3 words to describe Cash are funny, dedicated, and loyal. You may not know that Cash is really good at Fortnite. His favorite player is Luka Doncic. Cash's post-graduation plans include pursuing a degree in project management. Cash's #1 fans are his mom, siblings, and grandmother. Let's recognize senior Austin Masoki. Austin's favorite youth basketball memory is playing for the Spartans in 8th grade. Austin's favorite pregame ritual is to eat, sleep, and stretch. When Austin isn't playing basketball, he is spending time with friends or studying. You may not know that Austin was once a Boy Scout. 3 words to describe Austin: tall, optimistic, and friendly. Austin's favorite player is Kevin Durant. Austin's post-graduation plans include attending the University of Minnesota Duluth to study computer science. Austin's #1 fans are his parents and siblings. And last but not least, our final senior is Gohan Sawyer. Gohan's favorite youth basketball memory is winning state in 8th grade. In addition to basketball, Gohan loves to play baseball. 3 words to describe Gohan are sarcastic, outgoing, and respectful. When not playing basketball, Gohan enjoys playing Fortnite and working out. Gohan's pregame ritual is to listen to music, stretch, and get hyped up. Gohan's favorite player is Tyrell Terry. Gohan's post-graduation plans include attending college in Arizona. And Gohan's #1 fans include his parents and grandparents. How about a nice round of applause for all of our seniors?
All right, so there's senior night. We're hoping to catch up with all the seniors as well after the game, hopefully celebrating a Jaguar win. And again, a win would get Jefferson a Metro West title. A loss, they would still share it, but it'd be nice to get it outright for Jefferson's 15th all-time conference title. We'll take a short break. Opening tip-off about 20 minutes away here on senior night.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
It could be a very special night for the Jaguars. It's always special because it's senior night, but it could be extra special for Jefferson. A conference title is on the line for Jefferson. They'd win it outright with the win. It would be their 15th in program history. Alongside our crew and alongside Calvin Amundsen-Geisel, Josh Power is with you. Calvin, conference title on the line for Jefferson. It's senior night. This building is already starting to get packed, especially here on the Jefferson side. We are in for a treat tonight.
Yeah, we definitely are, and luckily for Jefferson, we've got a decent team. Not a good team, but a decent team to play today, so we have a really good chance of getting the win here. You know, St. Louis Park, they're only 4-13 in division play. It means there's a really good chance for us to get the win, and even better, one of their players, number 5, Stefan Giovanelli, is out, and he is one of their best scorers, so Jefferson has a really good shot and is primed to get the win here, and they already have a 6-game win streak pushing them forward.
Mentioned the senior night. We already had the senior night ceremony. You can watch that back. Go to our Facebook channel to watch our archived feed of this game if you missed it. But don't worry, if you did, we're gonna catch up with each of the seniors in the post game with an interview of each, and hopefully head coach Jeff Evans as well. And the Jaguars, it was a big week earlier. They won at Orono, an impressive win by 3. Calvin Daniel Freitag just absolutely had a monster game on Tuesday. 41 points. He also had the game-winning steal in the final seconds. He did it all for the Jaguars. They'd like maybe to be a little bit more balanced tonight, but when you have a player like Freitag, you always have a great chance.
Yeah, when you have a player like Freitag, there's just nothing you can do but put him in. You know, he plays really well. That last game, he had almost double what his average points per game is.
Right.
You know, it was a close win, and he definitely was a big part of that. You know, it's going to be great to see him and the rest of the seniors who were appreciated tonight before the game come out and play this last final game of the season.
Yeah, it was a huge win. It was a packed Orono crowd. You saw a few seconds ago the Jaguar side is packed, hoping to cheer on Jefferson to a conference title as they're heading out now. It would be their 15th title in program history to go along with 13 section championships, 4 state tournaments. Jefferson can add to that proud history tonight, but they need a win to get that outright title. See St. Louis Park coming out as well. Let's send it down courtside for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Friday. Welcome to Bloomington Jefferson High School for the last regular season game between the visiting Orioles of St. Louis Park and your very own Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. Bloomington Public Schools expect all fans to show good sportsmanship at all athletic contests. Good sportsmanship is built on respect for all referees, athletes, coaches, fans, and the national anthem. Your cooperation is expected and appreciated. Whatever school you choose to cheer for, we ask everyone in attendance this evening to please be good sports. Thank you. And now we ask that you stand, remove your caps, face the flag, and join in the singing and playing of our national anthem. And now your starting lineups in alternating fashion. For the Orioles of St. Louis Park, starting at forward, a 6'2" senior, number 1, Brady Walsh. For your Jaguars, a 6'2" senior guard, number 4, Samir Jones. For the Orioles at guard, a 6' senior, number 2, Deontez Ross. For your Jags, a 6'3" sophomore guard, number 5, Daniel Freitag. For the Orioles at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 4, Will Dvorak. For your Jaguars at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 11, Aiden Atkins. For the Orioles at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 10, Evan Doneski. And for your Jaguars at guard, a 6' senior, number 21, Hayden Holland. And rounding out the starting lineups for the Orioles, a 6'6" senior forward, number 21, Blake Anderson. And for your Jaguars, starting at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 50, Cashon Cash Cobalt. The Orioles are coached by Dave Breitenbucher, assisted by Rob Griffin and Wayne Lott. Your Jaguars are coached by Jeff Evans, assisted by Jim Williams, Matt Vollum, Nick Zilka, Neil Mortland, and Brian Sikora. Managers for tonight, Olivia Lekelt, Charlie Shands, Adie Elliott, and Abby Courier. Your ball boys for tonight, Levi Pedersen, Nolan Haft, Gore Gabriel, and Noah Peterson. And last but not least, your distinguished officials for tonight, Zach Gustafson, Nate Harrington, and Merle Inney.
So there you go, starting lineups. Big crowd tonight at Jefferson High School, hoping to cheer on the Jaguars to a conference title. They would share it with the loss, but you know the Jaguars want to get that win in an outright conference championship. Calvin, I was talking to Jimmy Williams, assistant coach, just a few minutes ago. Jefferson, of course, beat St. Louis Park in the earlier matchup between the teams earlier this year, but he expects a close game, and it was a close game the first time these teams played as well.
Yeah, you know, when you look at just the record for St. Louis Park, they're 10-15, like I said before, only 4-13, but they don't really play like a 4-13 team. They're a really good team. They have 3 guys that can score over 200 points a game, or I can do over 200 points total.
That would be impressive.
Yeah, that would be very impressive. And so let's see if St. Louis Park can hold off these Jaguars for a little while.
Jefferson in the Columbia blue tonight, St. Louis Park road white. Welcoming in the viewers as well from Park TV. Glad you're enjoying this one, or hope you are. Hopefully for the Jaguars' sake it won't be too enjoyable for the Park viewers, but St. Louis Park also trying to fight to get as high as they can in their section. Right now they're 6th out of 8. But it's a tough section. They're in Section 6, and everybody except for them is over 500. So they're only a couple percentage points in the QRF above both 7th and 8th. So they would love to get a win tonight. That would really solidify them maybe even move them up another line too. We'll find out when the pairings come out this weekend. Into free tag, and he draws the first foul. We mentioned the monster night for free tag on Tuesday with 41 points. Had that game-winning steal. The Orono students, I was told by Coach Carlson before the game, were chanting overrated in the first half, and that kind of lit a fire under Daniel.
Yeah, my friends were telling me, Calvin, they were yelling overrated, and he just shut them down. That was quote, shut them down. He definitely did.
He gets the first point tonight, averaging 26 points per game. I don't know how overrated you are when you got a guy like Ben Johnson sitting just to my left over here, University of Minnesota head coach, and he's not here to see anyone else but Daniel Freitag, that's for sure, as Jefferson falls asleep on the defensive end and an easy lay-in for Brady Walsh to tie this one at 2 apiece. Freitag has an offer from the University of Minnesota. So here's Freitag, penetration. But it's about the 6 seniors tonight. We saw what they could do, what senior night can do last Friday, Calvin, as the 2 Jaguar girls seniors just went off at the end of the game in a big win. Congrats to the girls team, by the way. They won on Wednesday here at home. They'll play this weekend as Freitag banks it in off the glass. He's got all 4.
He just zipped right around all the defenders and just went up and put that in. No one thought he was going to break through all the defenders, but he just did somehow.
That big student section could obstruct our BEC-TV camera at times, but it's a good problem to have here at home. And it's off the hands of Deontez Ross and out of bounds.
Yeah, what happened right there is that Samuel Jones came up really quickly. He was going to try and steal the ball, and Jones was phased a little bit, and he missed the ball. He looked the other way and didn't catch the ball before he looked away.
Freitag dribble handoff, gets to the bucket off the glass, and the foul. So Freitag picking up right where he left off on Tuesday. He scored all 6 for the Jaguars. And as you mentioned, the task for St. Louis Park at the top of the broadcast, Calvin, we learned that second leading scorer Stefano Giovanelli not dressed tonight. It's a big loss for St. Louis Park and his 11.5 points per game. Tied for most on the team in terms of average with Evan Dineski, who wears number 10 for the Orioles. Here's a half-court trap for the Jaguars and a steal by Jones. Ahead to Holland, and he can't lay it in. It'll stay with the Jaguars. This core group of seniors, they've been playing together for a long time, Calvin, for 8+ years, and that's Cobalt, Atkins, and Holland. Jones joined them a few years later. They're all on the floor right now, part of those 6 Jaguar seniors honored before tonight's game. And we'll talk to each of them after the game as well.
Yeah, I think it's really nice that, these days, most of the hype around the basketball team is centered around the Freitag, but, it's nice to give these seniors who've been playing for a long time their due.
There's one of them. Kashawn Cobalt hits from the elbow. Great start for Jefferson, up 7 early. Walsh kicks it to the corner. Here's Ross. Nice feed down low. They get the easy basket. Trevor Peel at 6'7" could be a problem for the Jaguars, along with Blake Anderson at 6'6".
Yeah, it's something that would be a problem. The Orioles have the 2 tallest guys in the court, and they got to use that to their advantage if they're going to win.
Cobalt is the tallest Jaguar, listed at 6'3". They do have Austin Masoki, who's a senior at 6'8", but he comes off the bench. We'll probably see him here on senior night. Inside, Cobalt with a nice catch. Has the patience, little up and under scoop from Cobalt.
He couldn't even see the basket. He just flung it up there and hope it went in, and that's what happened.
And a St. Louis Park turnover. Coach Jimmy Williams told me St. Louis Park likes to get up and down. That time the transition hurt them. Jefferson was able to get back. Nifty move that last time down from Cobalt. Everyone talks about Freitag, but Jefferson needs these seniors to play well. Obviously tonight, but in section play, they want to capture Jefferson's 14th section championship here in a couple weeks. It's Holland skipping down the lane and gets the bounce. And it's Jefferson by 9.
That was the same move that Freitag used at the beginning of the game. He just kind of swept around the defenders, and that paint is looking pretty open right now.
Ross inside to Peel, had it blocked by Jones. Holland will slow it up. Freitag, 4-3. Timeout, St. Louis Park.
Holy smokes.
It's a hot start for the Jaguars. Freitag already with 9 as he shows you the range. 26 points per game for Freitag. Only a sophomore. Calvin, no one in Jefferson history has ever averaged 20 points per game for a career. And going out on a limb, Freitag could be the first if he sticks around at Jefferson for his junior and senior year. What a season he has had. Complete package.
Yeah, I mean, he can only get better from here, right? He's already scoring 26 points per game, and if he can just keep replicating that and doing even better and getting even stronger, then he's definitely got a path forward for himself. And right now he's got, what, over 10 points right so far?
9 in the early going. Then the seniors have chipped in.
Yeah, Cobold and Harlan.
They've got the other points for the Jaguars.
See, this is what a 6-game winning streak will do to you.
They're getting hot at the right time, Jefferson. They were trailing in the Metro West a couple weeks ago, but they pulled out some big victories. None more so than Tuesday against Orono. Trying to close this thing out here against St. Louis Park. There's a drive and a nice up and under move from Will Dvorak. So he's able to get to the cup.
Get better on the outside.
Dvorak's their third guy in double figures at 10.6 points per game. So they'll need him tonight as well as Doneski. Correction, Freitag with 10. I shortchanged him on a free throw. You're right, Calvin, already into double figures for Freitag. Less than 5 minutes in. Holland inside to Jones for the easy one.
Yeah, you got to give Jones a couple of points today. He's senior nights. Time for him to shine a little bit.
How cool was that last Friday to watch both Roach and Clay just light it up near the end of the game.
Oh, that was amazing.
Here's a block on the inside from Cobald. Dvorak sneaks again to the basket, and this time he'll get the extra free throw as well.
Now, Will, for those of you who weren't here at the senior night for the girls game last week, at the end of the game, Simone Clay and Emily Roach went off, and they scored 11. What was it, 11 or so points?
Yeah, the last 11 points for the Jaguars.
And Simone Clay almost had a 3 at the end, but time ran out. But she made it anyway.
It was cool. Hopefully, Jefferson will have a similar lead like we saw the girls have near the end of the game tonight in about an hour and change. Already up by 10. As Dvorak with 5 early points cuts into it just a bit. Now St. Louis Park going with a little pressure defense. At least token pressure for now. Here's Freitag trying to cross over Ross. Adkins only starter yet without a point, but he finds Holland and he gets the bounce again.
Oh, perfect execution right there. He was driving and then he just swooped past it, the little bounce pass to Holland, and that was beautiful right there.
Quiet start for Doneski, number 10 in white. Right now it's Ross over to Doneski, guarded by Freitag. Maybe that's one reason why. Jefferson going man-to-man here early. Not a very deep Jefferson team, so just one foul to this point is good news for them. Nearly stolen by Holland. Ross down the lane, his floater way off. They get an offensive rebound, and there's the second foul on the Jaguars as it's grabbed by Antonio Speed off the bench, number 33, a junior.
Yeah, Holland, you'll notice that Holland is, if you've watched the Jaguars games this season, you'll notice Holland is very aggressive on defense. Every game there are a couple of plays where he tries to really go out and try and steal that ball. And sometimes he has good luck and he takes them. But oftentimes, just like that, he'll overextend himself and the player can just catch the ball, go right behind him, and the paint is generally open right then. So he just got to make sure he doesn't extend himself too far tonight.
Speed has only scored in 5 games so far this year for St. Louis Park, but he's averaging 8.2 points per game in those games. And now he's scored in 6 games this year for the Orioles. Jefferson doubling up St. Louis Park here early, near the midway point of this first half. Josh Powers alongside Calvin Amundsen-Geisel, this big crowd trying to cheer on Jefferson to a conference title.
The fans here are stoked. They're all standing up right now, even though nothing super huge is happening.
Yeah, great to see the support for the boys tonight. Here's Dvorak trying to continue the hot hand, and he does. That's 8 early points for him and the first 3 for the visitors.
Yeah, he knew he wasn't going to get in that paint. He was just like, all right, I'll shoot it instead.
Jefferson won the earlier matchup. It was a lower scoring game, 58-53 on the road. Already with 20 points here though, early in this game. Rare Jefferson turnover there.
Yeah, just a miscommunication there. Atkins was going to drive in and get the pass on the inside, but Freitag threw it to where he was, and so that caused a turnover.
Jefferson also trying to make sure they stay in the top 3 of their section. Right now, Eastview number 1, Park Cottage Grove number 2, and then Jefferson a notch behind as it's Speed off the glass. And the lead goes from 10 to 5 in a hurry. Inside Cobalt, nifty spin. Can't get the bounce. Rebounded by Janeski. Off a screen, Walsh. Down the lane. Off glass, but an offensive rebound and a foul on Hayden Holland. St. Louis Park, they've been able to drive the ball to the basket, Calvin. Coach Jimmy Williams told me that they were kind of a slash and kick team, and you can definitely see why with their proclivity for dribble penetration here in the first half.
Yeah, they aren't afraid to try and drive in that paint. They aren't afraid to mess up Jefferson's defense, even if it means they don't score a couple times. But so far, Jefferson's defense in the paint hasn't been the greatest, and they've already scored 15, and they're catching up to the Jaguars' lead.
Janeski, leading scorer for St. Louis Park, 277 points on the season, works out to an 11.5 average per game. One of their seniors, and there's a bunch of seniors on this St. Louis Park team, 9 of them in all. Janeski misses them both. So a missed opportunity to get a bit closer. So rebounds grabbed by Freitag. First Jaguar off the bench. Blake Mamalakis, number 42, right now working down low.
Mamalakis has been very efficient all season. He only has 5.4 points per game, but he's played in 17 of the Jaguars games this season. And he's a very vital part of this team.
He's been a regular. Guy, though, really need to take another leap next year. Inside, it's Holland. Off to a nice start, Hayden Holland with 6 points midway through the first half. Jefferson on pace for nearly 50 here so far. Keegan Hartford is checked in, number 12 with the ball right now off the St. Louis Park bench. Needing to play a few more minutes tonight without the presence of Giovanelli in there. It's a kick on Holland. Peel checks back in at 6'7".
Here's that replay for you.
Actually, it was kicked by Jones, but the right call.
Yeah, Jones really couldn't do much about that. The ball was just too far down. And he had to move his foot somewhere, so they collided.
Better to do that than let it go through.
Right.
Tempo slowed just a bit here the last few minutes. High screen for Ross. He gets down the lane. Tried to drop it off for Peel, but he couldn't handle it. Mamalakis heads the other way. Mamalakis with the spin in the bucket.
What a fake!
I didn't know Blake Mamalakis had that in his game.
That was nuts. You should have seen that. That replay showed it all. As he was coming down the paint, it looked like he would toss it to Holland because he was being mobbed, and then out of nowhere he just pulled the ball back and got that layup. Oh, that was some slick moves right there by Mamalakis.
So the Jaguar lead could have been cut to 3 with those free throws, but they missed them both, and now Jefferson has scored buckets on the last 2 trips and the lead right back to 9. Off a screen, it's free tag. Just short on the 3. Rebounded by Peel. See if they go back to Dvorak here. He's had the hot hand offensively. High screen for him. Got kind of past Holland, enough to draw the foul anyway, and that's 2 on Hayden Holland.
Yeah, what I think Holland is arguing is that he wouldn't have scored anyway. His toss was quite high, a couple feet over the rim. So you can argue whatever you want, but he did.
See what they do here with Holland. As he tries to lobby with the official.
Yeah, he's
Haven't ever
hot
seen
right
an
now.
official change their mind.
Yeah.
But the high ball screens have been a little bit of an issue for Jefferson defensively so far. Holland will check out. Gavin Lewick checks in to replace him. With Giovanelli out, they need a big night either from Dvorak or from Dineski, and so far it's been Dvorak with 10 points, helping out in a big way. Mamalakis lost control of it. It's Peel in the open court, going up for the jam, and a hard foul by Mamalakis. Good enough ball handling from Peel. Mamalakis prevented the dunk.
Yeah, but he's not happy about that call right there.
Foul's starting to pile up a little bit. That's 5 now on the Jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguars seem to be getting a little frustrated that they can't score any points, and well, they have. It's just been slowed down from their fire-hot pace that they had at the beginning of the game. So they're going to be a couple more fouls because of that body language and that anger is rising.
Well, that's 5 missed free throws, though, already for the visitors. That has helped Jefferson a lot. Cobalt in, Holland on the bench. You're thinking probably free tag here on this trip. As he goes inside for a post-up. You can see Jefferson struggling a bit without 2 of their regulars in there. Jones will try to drive. Nice kick. It's Mamalakis, and it's a 3. How about Mamalakis filling in nicely off the bench here in the first half?
Doesn't have as many points as free tag, but he's definitely got the energy.
Big hit for them. Nice feed by Jones as well. Good defense from free tag. Jefferson on the move, up 10. No look inside to Mamalakis, and it counts. What a pass from free tag. He caught everybody off guard with this no look. Not Mamalakis though, he was waiting for it.
That is his 97th bucket on the year. That's 97 points he's got so far. If he can make 3 more, he'll have 100.
Yeah, you said his averages just 5.4 points per game. What a first half for Mamalakis. Already with 7. So here comes senior Austin Masoki checking in. So we've seen 5 of the 6 Jaguars seniors. Gohan Sawyer is the other. Three-point play from Mamalakis. St. Louis Park has missed 5 free throws. Jefferson is 5 for 5 from the line. And it's the largest Jaguar lead so far, with just over 6 minutes left here in the first half. So they lob it over to Walsh, break pressure. Now in the corner, it's Anderson, and his 3 is good.
That was a good move right there. Masoki just in the game, wasn't really fresh. He didn't have his head in the game yet. They passed it right over to the guy who's supposed to be defending, and that 3 went in.
We may not have expected the 6'6" Anderson to be there in the corner. Here's another one inside. Masoki to Mamalakis. He's everywhere.
And that is 100 points for Mamalakis this season.
Anderson too strong on that 3. And the first timeout called from Jeff Evans, wearing that nice Columbia blue vest tonight. He's retiring, by the way, not from coaching. Don't get worried, Jaguar fans. 27 years as a teacher. This year is going to be his last, but he'll continue on with the Jaguars and that great legacy that his dad started. Just 2 coaches in the history of Jefferson basketball. Hoping to catch up with Coach Evans as well after the game. Hopefully talk to him about a conference title. Calvin, part of getting to a conference title with the win tonight is a good start, and Jefferson certainly has done that tonight with already 32 points up on the board.
Yeah, we still have 5.5 minutes left. At this rate, they're going to have like 80 points at the end of the game, and that sure is enough to win almost any basketball game you see in this high school game so far.
Especially the way Jefferson plays. Be hard-pressed for the Jaguars to give up that many points tonight. We'll see. There's still a lot of game left, but double-digit lead, always a good thing for the homestanding Jaguars, especially here on senior night.
His energy, it's what a 6-game win streak will do to you.
So right now, Freitag out, Cobalt out, Holland out. So we'll see where they go on this trip. It's Jones pulling up from the elbow. Masoki, the tip in.
See that replay right here? He goes up, Masoki just puts his hand up and he just taps it back in.
There you go, a bucket for him on senior night. Just 12 points all year coming into play. Getting a nice basket there. But Anderson matches it on the other side with the lay-in.
Anderson just easily the tallest player on the court. He can just easily go up there and put that ball in there for a layup without much resistance.
Well, not with Masoki in there at 6'8". You can see he matches that height of Anderson, plus a couple of inches. How about Gavin Lewick for a 3? They're going to wave it off. A foul underneath on Jefferson.
Quite unfortunate for him. That would have been his first point of the game, right? Yeah.
And the sophomore, or correction, junior Lewick. Not sure where that foul was. Looks like it was on maybe Masoki. Wipes away a 3-pointer from Lewick. Still Jefferson leads by 12, 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. Jefferson trying for conference title number 15 with a win tonight. They'd have it outright. Inside, Freitag back in, but couldn't prevent the bucket from Dvorak.
Yeah, Dvorak he basically bounced off of Freitag and just threw it up, and he got the point.
A dozen for him. Meanwhile, a travel by Freitag. Cobalt back in after a lengthy rest for the Jaguars. Freitag was out of the game for only about a minute. I think Jeff Evans just strategically used that timeout at that point of the game to get him at least another minute of rest while they had that timeout.
Yeah.
You lose one of them anyway at the half, so you might as well take it. Here's Ross, hasn't been able to trigger that outside shot yet. Dvorak inside, caught by Janeski, scoreless so far. Tough shot, left it short. Ross the rebound, and goes up. He left it short, tapped up, no, and it'll stay here. So that St. Louis Park height coming into play right there on the offensive glass.
Yeah, when Ross went in, the entire paint just collapsed on him. And all you can see there for a little while was just a ton of hands and ball going up, back, and up and down, but the Orioles couldn't convert.
Good rotation by Jefferson. Janeski wanted to trigger that shot but couldn't. Ross tried to slip it down low, knocked away by Kobal, but it comes back out, and the three is good. And that's Henry Odens off the bench. The third three of the half for St. Louis Park. Odens just 2.2 points per game, so an unlikely basket for him. Inside, knocked away. Mamalakis grabbed it back, got it to Freitag. Tried for a near impossible spin move, and it came up short. And now Jefferson has put St. Louis Park in the double bonus.
Yeah, that was a very awkward play all around. You know, Walsh was shoved to the floor. Freitag tried to get a spin move. He also fell to the floor, and the ball was mishandled in a lot of ways. So that foul, I think, definitely calmed things down a little bit. It gives both teams to reset themselves, you know.
Plus they fouled Dvorak, who already has a dozen points tonight. He's the only guy making free throws. He's a perfect 5 for 5. Mamalakis comes out. That's 2 fouls on him now.
Yeah, Dvorak is going to be St. Louis Park's Daniel Freitag of this game.
Correction, they had 10 fouls up on the scoreboard for Jefferson, but now they've corrected that to only 7, so Dvorak making the front end of the 1-and-1. And he makes them both. So Jefferson's led by as many as 13, but right now it's only 5 with under 3 minutes left in the half. Lueck on the drive, ran out of room, but got bumped. Just the 5th foul on St. Louis Park, so still one more to give.
We need the fans down here cheering their best for Daniel Freitag. They want to see him score some points.
Yeah, he had 10 early, but none since. Timeout Jefferson, so they've used 2 of them here in the first half. If you're just joining us, it's senior night for the Jaguars. Trying to wrap up an outright conference title. They need a win to do that, though, tonight against St. Louis Park. Alongside our BEC-TV crew and Calvin Amundsen Geisel, Josh Powers with you. Jefferson's led by as many as 13, but St. Louis Park on a run right now. They've cut the lead down to 5. We'll talk to all 6 seniors following the game tonight, as well as hopefully Coach Jeff Evans. There's another coach of the Gophers, Ben Johnson, taking in this one. He has already offered Daniel Freitag a spot in a couple of years. Really have enjoyed watching Gopher basketball this year. I always enjoy watching the games from school where I went to, college, Calvin, but I love the way that they've played this year under Coach Johnson. I know the wins haven't come, but you can start to see that foundation being built by him and the staff.
Yeah, and Freitag can be part of that. Oh!
Knocked away, picked up somehow by Janeski. And now Dvorak in! Stolen by Freitag. Tried to save it, but hit the backboard.
That was a very interesting play, to say the least. You don't see that very often. Here's the sequence for you.
It's a great job by Janeski here to win this 50-50 ball without traveling. He got rid of it. Ross, he's been one of the guys to dribble penetrate. This time he pulls up, can't find it. Plucked down by Freitag. Wants Cobalt on the post. Cobalt with a little hook. off the glass and in.
Yeah, Koval's one of the tallest men on the court. All he really has to do is just turn around and put that ball up, and he's got a bucket.
Back up to a 7-point lead, under 2 left here in the first half. Dvorak to the bucket. What a half for him.
Oh, that was terrible execution by the Jaguars. They thought he was driving to the side, and they left the paint wide open. He just went right in there and got that bucket.
16 points for Dvorak. Step back three from Freitag.
Well, that'll bring it back.
That's what makes him so dangerous. He can literally get that shot on almost any possession. Has to be frustrating for a defense. Wall's trying to clear it out. Under a minute.
The Orioles trying to find a way to penetrate this defense right here.
Anderson trying to drive on Freitag. A tall task. Good thing about playing for one right now, St. Louis Park, as we approach a half minute. Crowd appreciating the Jaguar defense on this possession.
You saw Daniel Freitag was going, come on guys, cheer.
And it appears St. Louis Park will play for one. As we're down to 10 seconds. Ross wants the high screen from Anderson. Over Cobalt, it was good defense and the miss. And the last second shot will not count. But a good first half for Jefferson nonetheless. Got out to a hot start, led by 9 early, as many as 13, Calvin. And a nice healthy 8-point lead right now for the Jaguars halfway through this one.
Oh, this is a great game so far. Like I said, and like it's been proved, St. Louis Park does not play like a 4-13 team. They play really hard, and you know they're only a couple points. They're only about 8 points down so far, and they can definitely come back. But we'll see after halftime.
10 of the last 11 games for St. Louis Park have all been decided by single digits or less. So there have been a lot of close losses in there for the Orioles. Hopefully another loss tonight for the Jaguars' sake. That would clinch them a Metro West title at the end of the night here on senior night. 39-31 at the half. We'll be back for the second half after this on BEC-TV. Back on senior night, Jefferson leads by 8 as we approach the second half. Josh Powers alongside our crew and alongside Calvin Amundsen-Geisel. Really fun first half, Calvin. High tempo game, a lot of points obviously. Jefferson 39 points in the first half. If they can do that again in the second half, they're going to be awfully tough to beat. Oh, that would be great. The good thing is Jefferson has a much better offense in the second half, as proved time and time again across these games. Even better, St. Louis Park in the first half of their games, they actually outscored their opponents, but now in the second half, they have ceded 45 more points in the second half than they actually score. So if anything's going to happen, you should probably bet on the Jefferson and Jaguars scoring a bunch more points. And even just what they did last half should net them the win. Great to see this big crowd taking in this one, cheering on the Jaguars, hopefully to a Metro West title. And it's important they win this one because there's 2 teams right behind them in Benilde and Chanhassen. Can't hope for both of those teams to lose, so Jefferson more than likely needs a win here to capture that outright conference title. It would be their 15th conference championship in boys basketball history.
Well, St. Margaret's is going to play New Prague, and they're not very good this season.
That's true. So it would be tough to think that would be a loss.
Yeah, and then Chanhassen plays Waconia, and I think they're 8-9 in conference play. They're a 500 team, so Chanhassen can definitely win against them. So Jefferson's got a solid lead. They can definitely keep winning, so they should be able to net this win and net them the lead.
It's up to the Jaguars now to finish this off here on the court. There's the Jaguar team with head coach Jeff Evans. Has just done a terrific job with this crew. They've got a young star in Freitag, but it's been a good mix of getting Freitag to jive and play with the senior-led rest of the group that hopefully can walk out of here at the end of the night with a conference championship to celebrate. Be just their second conference title since 2007 for Jefferson. They won the Metro West back in 2017, but conference championships have been a little bit tougher to come by in recent memory for Jefferson, so that's why this night is so important for the Jaguars to close this thing out, play this final 18 minutes strong here and get the W.
And one more thing, maybe on a more personal level, so far this season, Samir Jones has 94 points, and so if he can just score 6 more, he can break 100.
We already saw Mamalakis break that century mark. He had a nice first half with 10 points, only 3 behind Freitag. On the other side for St. Louis Park, it was Will Dvorak, 16 points for number 4.
Yeah, he played aggressive, and he did not let up. He got all those points. He's been a major scorer here for the Orioles.
And that's been needed because they're without second leading scorer Stefano Giovanelli, and their leading scorer on the year, Evan Doneski, has been held scoreless so far. So it has been even that more important for Dvorak to get going, and he certainly has.
It almost makes you worry about what could have been, but we're not going to worry about that for now.
Here's Ross, also scoreless. He's had the ball a lot for a guy without any points yet. Dvorak trying to pick up where he left off, but it's short. Nice box out by Holland. And now Freitag. 10 early points, just 3 the rest of the half. Jefferson had Cobalt and Holland both go out with 2 fouls in the first, but they're both available still only with 2 to start this second half. Freitag launches from 3, but it's short.
Just a couple inches too. It was right on it, but just not enough power on it.
Inside, Doneski blocked by Jones, but just was a little bit too aggressive from behind, so Doneski will shoot free throws. St. Louis Park got to the line 11 times in the first half. Only made 6, though. They left some points out there.
You can see Jones is still not happy about that call, but he's just going to have to live with it.
May have got all ball, but it was just so aggressive the way he attacked down on that basketball. Doneski finally on the scoreboard. Jefferson was perfect from the line in the first half, but they only got there 4 times. They call that foul on Cobalt, but I stand corrected. That's actually only 2 on him, so a good note to pass along there as that one rattles out for Doneski. Cobalt from the high post. Down the lane, Jones, but the pass from Atkins was off target.
It wasn't necessarily off target, but Samir Jones did lose that ball. You see the replay here. Atkins passed right in there, but Jones just couldn't hang on to it.
Nearly stolen by Holland. Little half-court trap for the Jaguars. Doneski was able to get out of it. Here's Walsh on the drive. Left-handed layup short. Rebound Cobalt. Outlet Holland. over the shoulder catch, and he was fouled. Not sure what was more impressive there, the pass from Cobalt that was on target, or that Willie Mays style catch from Holland right here.
Yeah, he almost overran it, but he was able to get it up, and it looked like he was almost going to pass it to Freitag, but he went up for it and got the foul.
So Hayden Holland to the line at 12.5 points per game, second leading scorer for Jefferson. In his fourth year on the varsity, it's finally senior night for him. Good first half with 6 points, right on that average. This is what makes Jefferson tough in these close games, and they've won a lot of them over the years, and this team is no different than a lot of those other successful Jaguar teams. Free throw percentage, very good for the Jaguars, and they're a perfect 6 for 6 tonight. Anderson dribbles himself into a corner, got it to Walsh, down low Ross, back for Anderson, over for Dineski. Good defense from the Jaguars.
Crowd applauding that, recognizing that.
Dvorak got it to Walsh, had it poked away. These are lengthy possessions. This game pace has really slowed down here in the second half, and that'll benefit Jefferson. Of course, they like that style anyway, but anytime you have a lead, you can shrink the number of possessions in a game. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't want to be a defender, though, when Dvorak drives, because he looks like ready to kill somebody when he drives.
Dineski hasn't made a field goal yet tonight. Freitag open court. And draws a foul on Ross. Good decision there. Was able to deke out Ross a little bit to draw that foul. Would have been a tough finish, 1-on-2 to the basket. Freitag had it stripped. Dineski nice behind the back, but he missed the layup. Tried to drop it off, that's stolen. Atkins open court. Over to Freitag, passes on the three, drives in. Wild shot, rebounded by Ross, and stolen by Holland. Now the pace is picking up, and Holland coasts in for the bucket. Ahead to Walsh, and he gets the cherry pick basket on the other end.
This game is moving so fast, the officials are having a hard time keeping up here.
Brady Walsh with that old man YMCA-like basket there, just hanging out on the Jaguar free throw line. Freitag, too strong on the three. Running again, Walsh, back-to-back layups. And a quick timeout.
Yeah.
Jeff Evans does not like the transition defense right now.
Yeah, I was wondering when he was going to call, because things are looking a bit sloppy for Jefferson right now.
A little leaky on the defensive end, something that Jeff Evans doesn't need at this stage.
Not only that, but Freitag missed a couple of shots that he could have made. I think Freitag is trying too hard to score those points, you know. They're kind of forced, you know, because there are a couple of plays where he might have had a shot at a three, but instead he decided to drive right into the paint where many of the defenders were. And you saw the outcome of that was a really sloppy, you know, backhand, you know, toss it up, just hope it goes in. So I think he's trying too hard. You know, if he can slow himself down, that would slow his team down, and that way, you know, the offense doesn't get too sloppy, and therefore the defense doesn't get too sloppy. Because the Orioles had 4 points right there that could have easily just, as long as they just slowed the game down a little bit, they could have prevented those points from scoring.
Really the only fast break baskets Jefferson has given up all game coming in that last minute. Time is now for St. Louis Park to make that run. See how Jefferson plays it. Now with that timeout, they used a couple of them in the first half. Just 2 left for the Jaguars in the final 14 minutes. So something to keep our eye on. St. Louis Park still with all 4 available second half timeouts. Lewick has checked in off the bench. Freitag needs to hustle it down. That was tipped by St. Louis Park. He maintains possession. Look out. Got it over to Jones for the layup.
That was real good.
He is so fast. Look at Walsh trying to take over, but he missed it. Lewick the rebound.
Well, I guess that timeout didn't really do much to slow a pace of play, huh?
He is so quick, Daniel Freitag. That's why he's also being looked at as a wide receiver by Division I schools. I think basketball is his future, though. As good of a wide receiver as he already is. Into Cobalt. Over the double team. Janeski the rebound. It's Walsh again. In transition. Good defense from Atkins. Freitag pulls up. Wide open. In and out. And is it a warning or a technical on St. Louis Park? Dave Brighton Butcher did not like that no call on Walsh going against Atkins. May have said something to the trail official right there.
Yeah, he was hot. You could hear him all the way across the floor where we were at. He was yelling. He was not happy with that call at all. And then on the Jaguar side, Freitag is not happy with himself for those threes he's been missing tonight. So
yeah, he's missed his last three. That one was halfway down before it popped out. 5 minutes into the second half, the lead one higher than when we started this half. It's up to 9. Jefferson has never trailed here on senior night. It's Ross, still can't find a bucket. 3-on-1 for the Jaguars. It's Freitag! No call. Yes, there is a call. Couldn't hear the whistle.
Too many people yelling.
As Freitag was going up for the two-handed hammer.
Here's the replay on that.
Foul is on Janeski. You hold your breath every time he goes up with heavy contact like that. Remember, coming off of a broken collarbone early in this past football season for Freitag.
Yeah, maybe the last game of the regular season, but the postseason's coming up, and he doesn't want to get injured in here.
First miss at the line tonight for Jefferson. That's a third foul, by the way, for Janeski. So a rough night for the senior leading scorer with just 1 point and now 3 fouls. He's relegated to the bench for now. 14 now for Freitag as Holland comes back in.
He got that point back, but it's not going to fill the void that those 3 missed shots had. But he'll try his best, you know?
And you're wondering about Jefferson. You have that emotional win in a tough environment against a very good Orono team on the road. They made some key plays down the stretch. You'd wonder about how do they continue that tonight? Would there be a little bit of a letdown? But Jefferson's led from the start here in this one. Now just need to close it out as you see Jefferson going to his zone. St. Louis Park connected on 3 threes in the first half. 3-second violation. That's on Antonio Speed. Jefferson will take that turnover.
It's like what we were saying about before is Jefferson's had a lot of stress these last couple of games, trying to win the last game of the season. Their fans are all here. Oh!
Freitag, the reverse.
Yeah! All right, that's a point back.
Up to 16 now for Freitag, still 10 below his lofty average of 26. But Jefferson's lead up to 12. Here's Walsh trying to spin on Holland. Got an extra step in there and got the bucket. Walsh, the only guy with a field goal in the second half for St. Louis Park. He has all 3 of them. Freitag down the lane. A lot of contact. We play on.
He was hoping to get a foul, but it wasn't called. He looked at the official like, come on.
It's Anderson from the short corner. It's a 2.
8-point game now.
Coming up on 11 minutes left in the Jaguar regular season. Cobalt, he has the range and he shows it. It's a 3 for Deshaun Cobalt.
Yeah, Cash ain't known for for that range all that much, but he can fling it when he needs to.
Yeah, that one was cash money, to use his nickname there. Every time St. Louis Park gets a little bit closer, Jefferson makes a big bucket. Speed working on Cobalt, counted in a foul, and that's 3 on Kashan.
A foul? On Cobalt?
Yeah. His
Okay,
third.
here's the replay. Let's see if we can see it. Oh.
I think that right arm
Yeah,
there
right arm came down.
may have been a swing and a miss, but
No, officials
swiped
call
down
anyway.
like that. Officials called it. So Speed a chance for the three-point play. Big buckets here for St. Louis Park right now, playing without leading scorer on the season, Dineski, without leading scorer tonight, Dvorak. Remember, they were without Giovanelli, who is not available in this game. It was deflected. Jefferson will keep it.
Yeah, free tag's been pulled. He needs a break. Couple minute break, and he can come back in and be powered up, ready to go again.
Yeah,
so.
probably will be in for the last, whenever they decide to bring him back in, 9-minute mark
Yeah.
or so.
Let's see.
Dineski checking back in just now. It's Holland off a screen. Passes on the 3, floats up a 2, missed it, got the rebound back and put it in.
He just happened to be in the right spot, and the ball just bounced right back to him, and he just put it back up again.
12 now for Holland, right at his average. 11-point lead with 10 minutes left. A wild miss from Anderson. Holland on the move, over to Adkins.
Oh, that was nice. That was a no-look pass. It totally did all the Orioles players right there. Looked like he was going to the other side of the court, but he just flicked it over to Atkins. That was sweet.
Now Jefferson matches its largest lead of the night. First bucket for Adkins. Speed too strong. Dineski is able to leap up for the rebound. In the corner, Anderson launches again. That one hits that little wire up top, so it's whistled dead. Nice dish there from Holland to Adkins.
Yeah, at the beginning of that play, you know, that pass right into Speed, but he went up for it and he hit it too hard off the backboard, and so instead of going in, he should have just tapped it in, but he couldn't get it in, so Jefferson's got a chance to get some points off of that missed opportunity.
Here's Holland. Free tag back in, so a brief rest, as it usually is for number 5. It's Holland left, wide open from the wing. Maybe he had too much time to think about it. Holland had that big moment in that game winner against Chaska. Kind of similar to that last 3. He had all day to shoot it right at the final horn. That one he made to give the Jaguars a big win.
Yeah, that was an electric game.
It's Speed again, off the mark. And he's rejected on the return attempt. Mamalakis sees a driving lane, takes advantage.
That was a smart play right there. He was good. You saw him. He was gonna go for a 3, but that lane, both guys. That lane was wide open. There was nobody in the paint. So he was like, "Nah, I'll just go up for it." But he got it.
Mamalakis with 12 points tonight. It's the largest Jefferson lead. Midway through the half, up to 15. Things looking promising.
Yeah, Mamalakis' average is only 5.4, and so 12 is double that, man. This is a great game so far.
Yeah, usually it's the seniors that step up and maybe get a big game over their average on senior night, but Jefferson will take it from the junior Mamalakis, and things looking promising for that 15th conference title in Jefferson history. They'd get it regardless, but they would need losses from both Chanhassen and Benilde St. Margaret's tonight for that to happen. And but let's not worry about that. Let's hopefully Jefferson can just take care of it here on the court, and they certainly have done that here in the second half, stretching out an 8-point second half or halftime lead, now up to 15 points.
Yeah, I mean, the offense has been keeping consistent. You know, there really hasn't, there have been maybe one or two couple seconds, some plays where they haven't really felt it, you know, but they've generally stayed on track with their offense, and there hasn't been any down spots yet, and so they got to make sure they maintain this for them to win the game.
You saw the list of Jefferson Conference titles there. We'll get to add one regardless of what happens tonight. They have a one-game lead, but it would be that much sweeter to get it outright. With a win, they would do that. First since 2017. Still 8 minutes, though. Close it out. And the three-pointer from the corner, that'll help. Keegan Hartford with his first points of the night.
Yeah, Hartford's been having a tough time getting the ball up because he's easily the shortest player on the court. So that shot right there is almost lucky for him.
Would expect that pressure defense that St. Louis Park just showed to continue here throughout the final 7.5 minutes. Can they stop Freitag, though? To the corner for Holland. No good. Mamalakis tried to keep it alive, and now a foul on Samir Jones.
That's unfortunate. Oh, it looks like Mamalakis is holding his hand. It looks to be okay.
Just the third foul of the half on Jefferson, so they've done well staying out of foul trouble in this half. Remember, St. Louis Park shot 11 free throws in the first half, but just 2 here in the second half.
Yeah, and even at that, they've only had just over 10 points this game, or this half.
In the corner, Doneski, no. Another offensive rebound, though. Dvorak hasn't gotten it going in the second half after 16 in the first. He's scoreless in this half as he misses there. And Jefferson can work on this clock, up by a dozen. Small lineup right now for Jefferson without Cobalt in there. How about Mamalakis? Can it continue? No, but a long rebound to Freitag. Freitag baseline. Holland will drive. His floater, no. Mamalakis tip misses. Finally cleared by the Orioles.
Both teams look like they're struggling on offense right now.
Ross, nice dish. Got it down to speed for the bucket.
These possessions taking a lot longer than they were before. Both teams' defenses are doing pretty well so far.
5-0 run after the timeout by St. Louis Park, but now under 6 minutes left. And the lead's still at 10. Inside Freitag. Drew the foul. Ross preventing the bucket, though, with that foul.
See Atkins try and get that low pass to Freitag so he could go up for it, but it was blocked, and so it's foul. Would be nice to see Freitag get a couple more points in this half. He's only got 3 so far.
They go inside to him, and he promptly on cue from you, Calvin, right off the glass and in.
It's like he heard me.
Knocked away by Lewick. Good defense. Wonder if we saw the last burst from St. Louis Park a few minutes ago. As Jefferson now back up 12. Freitag can't quite handle that pass. Peel not comfortable in the open court, has it stolen. Holland, the lob for Freitag! Are you kidding me? And the block on the other end from Holland. Peel surrounded. Everyone in the building standing after that. Alley-oop dunk from Daniel Freitag.
That was nuts. That pass was right on, and Freitag still got a smile on his face.
That one will make the team banquet highlight clip.
Yeah!
I'm sure of that. What a moment for Freitag. What a week for him. He carried the team on Tuesday with 41
Here's that
points.
replay.
And just brought the house down.
Bam! You saw him like, I'm a top dog.
I think he gave a little glance over to Coach Ben Johnson right there.
He was reveling in that stuff right there. The student section right there. They were up on their feet. They were cheering. Oh, you love it. Here they are right here. Yeah.
What a way to pay off this big student crowd tonight. Cheering on the Jaguars to a possible conference title with the win. Up by 12. One timeout left, though, for Jefferson as they took that latest timeout. St. Louis Park still with 3. Want to thank our BEC-TV crew. This could be our last broadcast of the year. Just another tremendous job. We recently, here at BEC-TV, the student crew, led by Tom Ringdahl and Paul Fournier, won another Midwest Emmy Award for our Inside Jefferson and Inside Kennedy football shows that we do in the fall. So congratulations to the team on picking up another piece of hardware. This would be a great way to, if it's the last one, and maybe it will be, maybe it won't, but it would be a great way to close it out with a Jaguar Conference title here on home court. They're 427 away from doing just that.
Man, this Jefferson crowd is pumped up, man.
There's a hold on Dineski. One more foul to give for St. Louis Park, and then Jefferson will shoot free throws. That's 4 on Dineski. So he will check out.
See, the nice thing about this Jefferson offense is now you've got like 3 guys in the court that can score you. You know, Freitag and Holland, and now Mamalakis, who's having a great game tonight. So it's not just Freitag that the Orioles have to look after.
Freitag pulls it out. Why not? Be patient here. Should have been kicked. Jefferson got it back anyway. Four minutes, still a double-digit lead for the Jaguars. St. Louis Park cut it to 5 late in the first half. That's as close as they've been since the very early moments. Jefferson built an early 9-point lead, and they have never trailed in this game. There is that foul to give. So Jefferson shooting free throws for the duration with the next foul.
Yeah, it just shows you how motivated this team is. Every time, you know, they've been down or they haven't been doing very good, they've just come back. They got that motivation. They're up there. You know, they get those layups, they get the threes from Freitag. They've got everything down so far, and it's all coming together in this game.
Another basket for Hayden Holland with 14 points here on senior night. Just 3.5 minutes left. Seems like a formality now for Jefferson. Here's Anderson. He's made the big baskets from the outside. 10 points for him, and timeout for Coach Brighton Butcher. 2 remaining for St. Louis Park. Right now, seeded 6th in Section 6, only ahead of Washburn and Southwest. Just 2 teams under 500 in that section. Wayzata and Hopkins, the top 2 there. Jefferson on their side, they're 3rd, and they're likely cemented there regardless of what happens tonight. Eastview Park of Cottage Grove 1 and 2 there. That would be a heck of a matchup if it's Park of Cottage Grove in the semifinals. Not to look too far ahead, Calvin, but that would be 2 of the best players in the state, and of course Daniel Freitag for Jefferson. But Park of Cottage Grove, they've got another Minnesota. He's a Minnesota signee Pharrell Payne. And he is a 6'11 matchup nightmare for the Jaguars, who are more of an undersized guard-oriented team. That would be an intriguing matchup in that section semi if it comes to that.
Yeah, well, we got to get through this game first, and I think they've got it in the bag if they can keep doing what they've been doing.
Here's Holland, pump fake, found Jones, had it poked away, but last off of Jones. So St. Louis Park gets the quick turnover they were looking for.
And not only calls that Jones has wanted to have gone his way tonight, but all he can do is really just keep trying to do his best.
Zone defense for Jefferson. Trying to slow up this game, maybe even a little bit more. Walsh, aggressive take, had it blocked by Jones. I know they list Jones as a guard, but he has the jumping ability to make impact plays down low like you just saw right there.
Yeah, Jones is a bit of a skinny guy, but he can definitely jump it when you need him to, like you saw right there on that replay.
Under 3 to go. Here's Anderson again. He'll trigger it from the wing. Too strong. Nice box out from Cobalt. The outlet to Jones. Right to the basket. Couldn't find it though.
Oh, it's so unfortunate, man. Jones should have had that shot right there, but they'll go back to it.
Rejected. Free tag. And he wisely peels it back with just over 2 minutes left. Free tag draws the foul, so Jefferson now in the penalty. Consult this one away from the free throw line. Another look. Jefferson, we mentioned, they don't have any 6'11 guys like Pharrell Payne, but they got some guys that can jump. You saw it from Jones a couple plays ago, and that one right there from Free Tag, who is a very good free throw shooter. It's usually one of the things that younger players, freshmen, sophomores, might struggle with a little bit once they get to that varsity level, but not Free Tag. He's been terrific all year.
Yeah, there's a lot more pressure than it looks like on the field when you're playing, but Free Tag just plays like there's nothing wrong, and he plays like a natural.
22 points now for Free Tag. Jefferson just one free throw miss in this game.
Yeah, Free Tag almost had a steal there, but couldn't hang on to it, only had one hand on it.
Cobalt, good D, forced the miss. And now final 90 seconds. Maybe time to get Gohan Sawyer into the game for Jefferson as that one pops out for Cobalt. And just as I say that, Sawyer standing at the scorer's table, he'll check in after this timeout as St. Louis Park finds a basket underneath.
Yeah, he got that ball, went all the way down the court and just had to put it up. Tallest man on the court, so it was an easy play to make.
Jefferson a minute 20 away from conference title number 15 in program history here on senior night. What a fitting way for the Jaguars to close it out. Still a little bit of work to do, but it looks good. Right now with just a minute 20 left.
Yeah, I think what Coach is saying is, well, we're going to win this game anyway. We'll bring in the seniors, we'll see how they do, and I mean, there's not a very good chance to win, so we're just going to hang out, score some more buckets if we can. See how it goes. It should be fun.
We are planning to talk to each of the seniors coming up after the game, so stick around in the post game for that. Hoping to also catch up with head coach Jeff Evans, who is retiring as a teacher at the end of this academic school year. Still plans to coach basketball. We'll talk to him about that. Gohan Sawyer has checked in for Jefferson. He'll inbound it. Number 3 right there for the Jaguars. So good to see all the seniors get time on the court here tonight, all 6. 5 of them have scored. It'd be fun if Sawyer could get a bucket here in the final minute. It'll be Jones shooting a 1-and-1.
Yeah, I think, the seniors, it's their last game, and so when you have players like Freetag or taking all the biz, I think it's really nice that you have these moments where you recognize the seniors. It's the last game of the season. You recognize them. You recognize what they've done for, their team at least for the last couple of years of them playing. So Gohan's in the game, and Masoki too.
Yeah, Masoki just checked in as well. Holland, you can't play all 6 seniors, obviously. One of them's got to be out right now, and it's Holland. Likely done for the night as well. Dvorak, after 16 points in the first half, none in the second half. Jefferson's really keyed in on him. Miss from Anderson. Speed the rebound. And it's down to a 10-point lead. Final timeout for St. Louis Park with 49.2 seconds remaining. If you're just joining us, big crowd on hand tonight at Jefferson High School, final game of the regular season. And Jefferson going for conference title number 15. They'd win it outright with the win. They have never trailed in this game. They've led by as many as 15. And it's a 10-point lead right now as we welcome you into the final minute alongside our crew and Calvin Amundsen-Geisel. Josh Powers with you.
Hey, it's really nice to see all these seniors come back out and play the game once more for the last minute of their, well, not necessarily high school career, but definitely of the regular season. Still have those postseason games, but in these last couple minutes right here, it's nice to see them back at it again.
So stick around, plenty more to come here on the post game. Jefferson will keep the 5 seniors on the floor. Holland replaces Sawyer, at least for this trip.
Something else that the viewers might not have noticed is that if the Jaguars win this game, they'll have a 7-game winning streak going into the postseason, and that would be really nice.
It was a tough couple of weeks down the stretch. Jefferson was trailing in the Metro West until this winning streak. And looks like it'll vault them to a title. There's the foul. And that's the 5th foul on Doneski. Not his best night, leading scorer on the season. He was held to just 3 points and 1 field goal. And now fouling out. One and one here for Holland. And off the front of the rim, but it's tracked down by Masoki, and then it had it poked away. We'll see if St. Louis Park calls off the Dogs here with just 32 seconds left. Backdoor Jones with the finger roll. Speed with another basket down low. And the final possession likely for the Jaguars as Holland really just forced the official to call that foul.
Yeah.
It's definitely contact. I think the officials just wanted this one to end.
Yeah.
But then Holland stepped over the timeline.
He kind of looked at the official like, you got to call that. Like, he just kind of smiled and went.
Holland trying to get the Jaguars to 70 points tonight.
And we received news that Chanhassen lost their game, so that's one competitor down.
Not going to matter though, Calvin, because Jefferson is going to win this Metro West outright. It's the final basket for the Orioles. Not enough. Conference title number 15 in the books for the Jaguars. And win number 19 on the season. They can make it 20 next week in the playoffs. What a night for the Jaguars. We talked about a chance to have this be a special night, Calvin, and the Jaguars made that come to fruition, leading from the start, never trailing in this one.
Yeah, you know, they had all the momentum going into it. They're playing a team like St. Louis Park, not the greatest of teams, especially in division play, and they had it all night. You know, you had a game. Blake Mamalakis came out of nowhere, scored a bunch of points right there, got the momentum up. Daniel Freitag, even though it wasn't up to his insanely high standard, he still played really well as well. You know, all around, just great game by these guys. And of course, Carl, you gotta give some props to the seniors who've been playing well all season. So.
And we'll talk to those seniors coming up here in the postgame. Stick around, plenty more to come. We'll talk to each of the 6 seniors and hopefully head coach Jeff Evans as well. A great way to wrap up a conference title for Jefferson. Back in a moment here on BEC-TV.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
All right, welcome back on the post game here at Jefferson High School, celebrating a conference championship for the Jaguars here on Senior Night. We're going to talk to each of the seniors. Aiden Adkins up first. Aiden, what does it mean to you? You've been around this program for a while, played with these guys forever. You get it done here on Senior Night and you wrap up a conference title.
Yeah, it means a lot. I've been playing with a lot of these guys my whole life, and we've had goals of this not only at the start of the season to go 20-5 and win the conference, but since we were kids, we would always talk about it and look up to the guys ahead of us, you know. So it really means a lot to win that conference championship and win up on Senior Night too.
And an impressive performance tonight. You guys never trailed in this game. You really came out with a purpose and took control early.
Yeah, no, we try to do that every game. I think most games this year we've come out strong. We kind of have a little bit of a slow spot sometimes in the games, but I thought we capitalized well a lot, and we have great players. So.
Aiden, you got to tell me about this fried chicken recipe that you're known for. What are the secret ingredients that make it so good, apparently?
There's cayenne, paprika, you know, and then we got the Chick-fil-A sauce that I make some cane sauce. So it takes a few hours, but I make it for my whole family. I make a lot, maybe a 2 dozen fried chicken, and I eat it for a week or so. So it's really good.
That's awesome. Talk to us about your future plans. Aiden, do you know exactly what that college is, and what are you looking to do when you get there?
I'm looking at Iowa State and the University of Minnesota. So, I mean, right now I'm kind of just looking at the schools, and after basketball I'll tour both of them. I've already toured the University of Minnesota, but I'm going to tour Iowa State after. So I guess I'll have to see what Iowa State has, and then I'll make the decision from there.
All right, Aiden, congrats on the title. Good luck in the playoffs. We'll be following you guys closely, okay?
Thank you. Shout out seniors.
All right, that's Aiden Adkins. We're going to bring in Austin Masoki now. Austin, what does this mean as a senior? We asked Aiden the same question, but to get this conference title, you do it outright. You didn't have to worry about any of the other teams that were playing tonight. What does that mean to you?
Well, this means everything because it's last year I'm going to play. So, I mean, you got to do it right, and you got to win the conference and hopefully sections and state. So, yeah.
Yeah, talk about that. Have you looked ahead to any of the other teams? I know Parker Cottage Grove has got a pretty tall guy on their team that you might have to defend maybe coming up here next week.
Well, we have looked ahead a little bit, but we're focusing on ourselves, hoping we can improve and just go out and beat some teams.
How about this crowd tonight, Austin? It was completely filled on the Jaguar side. How cool was it to see so many of the alum and current students cheering you guys on?
It was amazing. Since COVID happened, no people, so now we got the whole squad full, so it's amazing.
Talk to us next year, Austin. I think you know where you're going to college, right? And talk to us about where that is and what you want to major in when you get there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to UMD. I'm thinking about majoring in computer science, so yeah.
All right, Austin, congrats on the win tonight, and best of luck in the playoffs, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, that's Austin Masoki. We'll bring in Samir Jones. Samir, we noticed your leaping ability. I know you're kind of a guard, but it seems like you kind of take a lot of pride in defending down low and getting a lot of those blocks.
Yeah, I really do. I really see myself as a defensive presence on the floor, not really a scorer, but I do my job. If we all do our roles, we get the end results we like, so yeah.
Talk to us about what does it mean to you to get this conference title? First, only the second one in the last 15 years for Jefferson. Pretty cool moment.
No, it really means a lot, especially with this group of guys. We've been playing together for a really long time, and we've always talked about this, dreamt about it. So now that it's actually happening, it feels really good. Very proud of these boys.
Yeah, and you're playing the best basketball at the right time of the year. 7 consecutive wins now. Has to feel good to be playing so well right at the end of the season.
Yes, it really does. I feel like it's going to help us. I feel like our game's going to transcend into the playoffs and hopefully make it far. So we'll see where we go with it. Talk
to us about your future plans, Samir. What are you looking to do after this year wraps up as you get to the next stage of your life?
I plan to attend Dunwoody Technical College just in Minneapolis. Probably a computer engineering program or industrial, so one of the engineering programs there.
All right, Samir, best of luck in your future endeavors. Congrats on the big win tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring in Kashawn Cobald. Kashawn, conference title. I know you guys have been playing together for a long time. You got your football coach watching you and cheering you on, but what does it mean to wrap that up here tonight?
It feels great. We've been thinking about it all season. That was one of our goals, and we get to cross it off the goal list. But we're more focused on sections next week, ready to get all that started in the motion. So,
yeah, Jefferson hasn't been to state since 2009. What would it mean to get to that? Obviously, you're going to have to win some big games here. There's some tough teams in the section, but what would it mean to be able to get that done this year?
It would mean that's what our main goal is. That's what we expect from ourselves. So we work for that every day at practice. We grind for that. I think we're ready.
And I know along with Hayden and Aiden, you guys have been playing together since, what is it, 4th or 5th grade or whatever it is. So how special is it to stay with that same group of guys and to reach that, maybe not the ultimate goal, but it's a pretty lofty goal, winning the Metro West, and that's what you've been able to do this year.
It's very special because those guys, we know how each other gets down on the court. So it's always great to have those guys on the court. They always know, looking for me, and I'm always looking for them.
How about your future plans, Kashawn? What are you looking to do as you head to the next phase of your life here next year?
I'm going to go to college to be a project manager at Dunwoody in Minneapolis. That's my plan for after high school.
So you're going to join Samir then, right?
Yeah. Me and Samir going to the same college. Hopefully live together. Yeah, that's our goal.
Awesome stuff. Well, congrats on the big win, Kashawn. Best of luck in the postseason, okay?
Thank you.
All right, that's Kashawn Cobald. We'll bring in Gohan Sawyer. Signing some autographs, Gohan, over there. What does it mean to you to win this conference title with this group of seniors? It's a large group of 6, right? Not every class has those numbers, but just to get it done and be a part of that, how cool is that for you?
It's really cool. It feels great. We've worked hard all season.
Yeah, and to run through the opponents you have recently, 7 straight wins. You had the big win at Orono in a raucous environment on Tuesday. You guys really came through in the clutch here this last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Clutch situations is something we always practice, so whenever they come up, we're always ready for them.
What makes Coach Jeff Evans such a special coach? We know about the fundamentals, but what are some of those things that has allowed him in this program to be so successful for so long?
Well, he has a lot of, I'd say he brings a retro style to the game, and he has a lot of knowledge, and he spreads it to us, and we kind of just feed off his energy as a coach.
How about future plans for you, Gohan? What does that look like for you as you head toward the last part of your senior year, looking ahead to what's next in your life?
I'm looking to go to college in Arizona. I'm not sure where I'm going to go yet, but...
Just anywhere in Arizona. Why Arizona? Why that state?
It's too cold here. I like the warm weather there. So
that's good. It gets pretty hot, especially in the summer. But best of luck in those future endeavors, Gohan, and go enjoy the win, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring in, last but not least, Hayden Holland. Hayden, you've been on this Jaguar varsity team since you were a freshman. This is your 4th year. You're finally a senior night. What did this night mean to you? You've been looking ahead to it for, 4 years now.
I never really thought it would come, and it kind of hit pretty hard. I was walking out, and I don't know, it hit pretty hard. Last time playing a regular season game here, and yeah, it means a lot.
But how fun was it to come out? You knew you needed a win to get to wrap it up, solo conference title.
First time in 19 years.
There you go. And not that you're keeping track, right? But what does it mean to come out in this game and really dominate from start to finish? You guys led by 9 early on, and you led the whole way.
Yeah, it means a lot. Going into sections, we got a pretty tough section, but I'd say we're the favorite coming from me. Other people may not think we're the favorite, but I got us. The way we're playing right now, and with Daniel, obviously, I think we got it.
Now, speaking of Daniel, you lobbed up. Was that you lobbing that one up to Daniel in the second half? You lobbed it up. Did you have any doubt that he would come down and flush it?
No doubt he was going to come down. We practice this all the time. It just happened to be the last game that we finally got one in game. We just didn't really get many opportunities, but felt good to get one on last game.
We need to talk about ping pong, Hayden, because apparently you're a phenomenal ping pong player. How far can you take the sport of ping pong?
I think I could go all the way. That's just me talking for me. I know it's pretty tough out there, but I look forward to grinding this offseason. This offseason, basketball offseason, I'm gonna go to work, the ping pong table, up at the cabin, you know? All right.
How about what's next for you, Hayden? What are those future plans once your high school career is over now?
I'm probably going to go to the U or St. Thomas. I'm not sure what I'm going to study yet. Not really sure.
Well, Hayden, just congrats on a phenomenal Jefferson career over the last 4 years. Congrats on the conference title, and hopefully more to come in the next couple weeks.
Appreciate it.
All right, that's Hayden Holland. If you could grab Jeff there behind you. Hayden will try to bring in head coach Jeff Evans here on the post game. And we've got Coach Evans. Jeff, 15th conference championship all time for Jefferson. You're able to wrap it up tonight. First, talk about what does it mean to you to get another conference championship that you can go put up on that wall over there?
Well, it's not my championship. It's the kids' championship. And we told them that, told these kids that they'll come back to the school someday. And it's nice for them to walk in our gym and see the legacy up on the wall there. So believe it or not, they'll come back someday. So it's their championship.
Yeah, I saw a couple of former players, by the way, taking in this one. Huge crowd. What does that mean to have all the support cheering you guys on for a big win tonight?
You know, I think last year with the pandemic, the kids here at school, they were missing on not attending all athletic events. And they've been flooding to all games in large numbers there. And, you know, teams usually follow a winner. And Jefferson's had quite a few winners this year. So it's been fun to see the kids back in the stands.
Yeah, and obviously you've got a tremendous talent in Daniel Freitag, but how about this group of seniors, Coach, on the floor tonight? They led from start to finish in this game. What does that mean to you? You've coached this group now for a while to get this conference championship, to get it done right here on the court.
Well, you know, every year you really grow. These kids become your extended family for 16 weeks during the season. We see them 6 days a week, and they really become part of your family, and it's going to be sad to see a lot of these seniors go, and I'm glad they were able to have a good night on senior night and finish out the season with a conference championship.
Well, let's talk about you a little bit, because you're going to be retiring here, maybe not from Jefferson basketball, but from teaching, I'm being told. So what does that look like for you as you wrap up this last academic season for you as a teacher?
Well, I've been coming to this school since 1970 with my dad, so 40 of my 60 years on this planet, I've been coming to Jefferson to come to work. You know that as a student, so it's been a big change, and I'll be around the building maybe more than people maybe want to see me, but I'll be here quite a bit.
And final one for you, Coach, as you look ahead to section play, you got some tough teams in there, but with this group now, 7 consecutive wins to close the regular season, I think you guys are playing your best basketball at the right time.
Yeah, we're doing some things pretty well at times. To this point, I don't think we still have played a complete 36 minutes yet, and there's always room for improvement. But looking at our section, it's a brand new section for us, and we'll kind of find out tomorrow at the seeding meeting who we get. And we have some familiarity with some of these teams. You've seen them on tape, of course, and gone out and scouted some of them. But we'll see what happens.
Well, Coach, congrats on just a tremendous night, another conference championship for the team, and best of luck in sections, okay?
Thanks for your coverage this year as well. Thank you.
That's head coach Jeff Evans as we bring in Calvin Amundsen-Geisel here on the post game. Calvin, just what a fun night to see this big crowd. The team gave a great effort, left no doubt that They're the outright Metro West champs. Couldn't really ask for anything more tonight.
Yeah, they didn't. They led the entire game. They had a great game. Mamalakis had a great game, broke 100 points. I think Samir Jones might have also broken 100 points. Daniel Freitag had a ton of points as well. I'm just talking points. It was a great game by all of them. And then at the end, when they brought in the seniors and those guys got a couple of points, it was just a great game overall. Nothing to frown about. Yeah, great night for the Jefferson community as they wrap up conference title number 15, defeating St. Louis Park tonight. Enjoyed it once again, Calvin, and hope you enjoyed another Jefferson win, an important one here on senior night as the Jaguars get it done. For our entire BEC-TV crew, this is Josh Powers saying good night from Jefferson High School.